Imagine a world without money. You couldn't just walk into a store and buy what you need. Instead, you would have to trade something you have for something you want. This system of direct exchange is called barter. For thousands of years, it was the primary way people traded goods and services. In early human societies, people lived in small communities. They relied on each other for survival. Farmers traded their surplus crops for tools made by skilled artisans. Hunters exchanged meat for grain or clothing. Barter was a simple and effective way to ensure everyone's needs were met. The barter system worked well in small communities where everyone knew each other. Trust was essential. People had to agree on the value of the goods being exchanged. This system fostered a sense of community and cooperation. However, as societies grew larger and more complex, the limitations of barter became increasingly apparent. The need for a more efficient system of exchange became clear. A new era in the history of money was about to begin. While barter served early societies well, it had inherent flaws. Imagine trying to trade a cow for a loaf of bread. The values are not easily comparable. This problem of finding a double coincidence of wants was a major obstacle. Another difficulty was the indivisibility of certain goods. Let's say you have a cow, but you only want to trade for a few sacks of grain. Dividing the cow is not a practical solution. This lack of divisibility hindered trade and limited economic growth. Furthermore, storing wealth under the barter system was challenging. Perishable goods like food could rot, losing their value over time. This made long-term saving and investment difficult. The limitations of barter became increasingly problematic as trade expanded. People needed a more practical and efficient system for exchanging goods and services. The stage was set for a revolutionary invention: money. The invention of coins marked a turning point in human history. Archaeological evidence suggests that the Lydians, an ancient civilization in what is now Turkey, were the first to use coins around the 7th century BC. These early coins were made of electrum, a naturally occurring alloy of gold and silver. The Lydians stamped their coins with images and symbols indicating their weight and purity. This standardization was crucial. It provided a reliable way to determine the value of each coin. No longer did people have to rely on subjective judgments about the worth of goods in a barter trade. The use of coins quickly spread throughout the ancient world. The Greeks, Persians, and Romans all adopted coinage. Each civilization developed its own monetary system. Coins facilitated trade, simplified transactions, and spurred economic growth. The invention of coinage was a remarkable achievement. It laid the foundation for the sophisticated monetary systems we have today. Coins offered numerous advantages over the barter system. They were durable, portable, and easily divisible. This made them far more practical for everyday transactions than cumbersome goods like livestock or grain. The standardized weight and purity of coins instilled trust in the system. People could be confident that they were receiving a fair value for their goods and services. This trust was essential for the growth of trade and commerce. Moreover, coins could be easily stored and transported. This facilitated the accumulation of wealth and enabled merchants to travel long distances without having to carry bulky goods for barter. The adoption of coins had a profound impact on human societies. It fostered economic growth, facilitated trade, and laid the foundation for the development of complex financial systems. The transition from barter to coinage was a significant step in human progress. While coins revolutionized trade, a new form of money was emerging in the East. During the Tang dynasty in China, which was in the 7th century AD, merchants began using promissory notes as a form of payment. These early forms of paper money were essentially IOUs, representing a promise to pay a certain amount of copper coins. The use of paper money was initially driven by practicality. Carrying large quantities of copper coins was heavy and inconvenient. Paper money offered a lightweight and portable alternative. The Song dynasty in the 10th century AD formalized the use of paper money by issuing government-backed banknotes. These early banknotes were essentially receipts for deposits of precious metals held in government vaults. They could be exchanged for actual coins on demand. The invention of paper money was a significant development, paving the way for the modern monetary systems we use today. The widespread adoption of paper money marked a profound shift in the concept of money. Unlike coins, paper money had no intrinsic value. Its worth was based solely on trust. Trust in the government that issued it and trust in the merchants who accepted it. Despite initial skepticism, paper money offered undeniable advantages. It was lighter, easier to transport, and could represent larger denominations of value than coins. This facilitated large-scale transactions and international trade. The convenience of paper money led to its rapid adoption. Governments around the world began issuing their own banknotes backed by their reserves of gold or silver. Paper money became the dominant form of currency, facilitating economic growth and globalization. The success of paper money highlighted a crucial aspect of monetary systems trust. When people have confidence in the value and stability of their currency, it can function effectively even without intrinsic value. The late 20th century witnessed another revolution in money, the rise of digital currency. With the advent of computers and the internet, money began to move from physical to virtual realms. Digital currency, in its earliest forms, emerged as electronic representations of traditional money held in bank accounts. Debit cards and online banking allowed people to access and transfer funds electronically without physical cash. This digitization of money brought unprecedented convenience and speed to financial transactions. People could transfer funds across borders with a few clicks, pay bills online, and shop from the comfort of their homes. However, this digital revolution also introduced new challenges, particularly concerning security and privacy. The rise of hacking and cybercrime posed new threats to financial systems. Governments and institutions had to adapt quickly to ensure the safety and stability of the digital financial landscape. In 2009, a mysterious individual or group operating under the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto introduced Bitcoin to the world. Bitcoin was a radical departure from traditional currencies. It was a decentralized digital currency operating on a technology called blockchain. Unlike traditional currencies issued and controlled by governments, Bitcoin operates on a decentralized network. Transactions are verified and recorded on a public ledger, distributed across countless computers worldwide. This decentralized nature makes Bitcoin resistant to censorship and government control. Bitcoin's emergence sparked intense debate and speculation. Proponents hailed it as the future of money, citing its potential to revolutionize finance and empower individuals. Critics, however, raised concerns about its volatility, its use in illicit activities, and its potential impact on the existing financial system. Regardless of its future, Bitcoin's emergence marked a significant moment in the evolution of money. It challenged conventional notions of currency and sparked a global conversation about the future of finance. Today, the global monetary system is in a state of flux. Traditional currencies coexist alongside digital currencies, cryptocurrencies, and mobile payment platforms. The way we transact and interact with money is evolving at an unprecedented pace. Central banks are exploring the potential of central bank digital currencies, digital versions of their national currencies. These CBDCs could offer greater efficiency, security, and financial inclusion. Meanwhile, the rise of fintech companies and innovative payment solutions continues to disrupt the traditional financial industry. Mobile payment platforms are gaining traction, particularly in developing countries, providing access to financial services for previously unbanked populations. The future of money is likely to be diverse and dynamic. We can expect to see a blend of traditional and digital currencies, with ongoing innovation and competition shaping the financial landscape. One thing is certain: the evolution of money is far from over.